Get you someone whose eyes follow you like the iCamera Keep Pro. Hi everybody, this is Gabe with Security.org, and today I'm going to review the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro. I'm interested to see what features it has, but first, let's get to unboxing. It's a bit of a mouthful, but now that we have the camera out of the box, let's talk about the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro. This company, founded in 2015 through an Indiegogo campaign, really dedicated themselves to the do-it-yourself aspect of smart home security. They have the iCamera Keep, the Spot, alarms, sirens, motion sensors, and just a lot of accessories for your smart home security system. If you have any questions about this particular review or this company, please leave them in the comments below. By the end of this review, I want you to know the 4 following things. 1, how the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro rates on the Security.org necessary features test. 2, how I was really surprised to find out a few things about it. 3, what it looks like stacked up against another comparably priced device on the market. And 4, see how it benefits you and your security needs. Let's see what it comes equipped with. Out of the box, the camera comes equipped with mounting hardware, the device itself, which is just the camera, the power adapter, and there's a slot for a micro SD card. This can contain up to a 32 gigabyte card. However, I do want to note that it does not come with a micro SD card. We can go more into this later. Before we delve into how well they work, let's talk about the features that come with the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro. For one, you get 1080p video, 4 megapixels, and you get a 350-degree pan, which is pretty cool as it'll follow you around the room. You get 40-degree tilt on the camera, and just to start with, it has a 140-degree viewing angle, so it can capture a lot for those motion sensors. We're not simply visual beings, we all like to talk too. The iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro comes equipped with 2-way audio. So I can be on the app, see what's going on with the kids in the other room and say, hi! Then I hit listen and I can hear their response. In addition to that, you can scare off an intruder or just hold a conversation with someone who's in another room. It's a pretty fun feature and something I'm glad they've included. Speaking of audio, one of the great features of the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro is this integration with Amazon Alexa. Alexa, tell iSmartAlarm system to arm.
Your system is now set to arm.
As you'll see later in the review, the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro has pretty impressive intelligent motion detection and tracking. So if you don't want a cat or a bird in the window to set off the alarm and give you a ton of notifications, you're going to want to set up these customizable activity zones so that you can really pay attention to what you care about. Of course, you can watch these later locally on the SD storage that comes included or in the cloud. As I stated before, the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro comes with the mount, the power adapter, and the camera itself. In the instructions, it says be near your router in order to set it up. And initially, I didn't really pay much attention to that, and I tried to set it up near one of my Google Mesh extenders, and it wouldn't work. But as soon as I got near my router, within 3 feet, it set right up. Now let's really jump into the meat and potatoes of any security camera. Security.org's necessary features. An important feature for any indoor security camera is convenience. We want it to be a convenient setup, a convenient process, and a convenient overall experience. Here, we really get that with the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro. From the moment I opened the box to the moment in which I was linking my Alexa was probably 5 minutes. I was able to set it up, have it mounted, and be ready to go. Overall, they get full marks for the convenience factor. Of course, with any indoor security camera, you have to talk about the capabilities of the camera itself, and here, iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro really excels. You've got 1080 HD video, along with the 350-degree pan, the 40-degree tilt, and it starts from the beginning with a 140-degree viewing angle. You're catching everything in the room. With its 140-degree viewing angle, the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro gets everything in a shot. So you can be lounging over here or just walking over to grab the remote on the other side of the room, it's going to catch it. All of this is available to watch right here in the app. So I can pinch in or out and see what's going on. This is definitely one of the better features on the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro because the ability to manipulate the visual is amazing. When talking about Security Baron's necessary features, I have to note that the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro has no... Where's the facial recognition? You've only got the capacity to set up a customizable activity zone, but it won't learn to read your face or your kids' faces, and it really can't differentiate between an intruder and your next door neighbor who waters your plants. Any system needs to have a storage capacity. Here, the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro will store up to 30 10-second clips that it's taken for free forever. There's no need to buy anything extra, there are no monthly fees. It all comes with the package. If you would like more than that, you can buy up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, enter it into this slot, and it can record video up into a month. All right here in the system. Once again, no fees, ready to go out of the box. Of course, one of the most fun, necessary features here at Security Baron is the two-way audio. And with the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro, you can have a conversation with someone in another room.
Hey, Gabe at Security Baron. I'm testing the audio of the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I can hear you pretty well. The clarity is great on the audio. However, you should know that there's going to be about a 2-second lag, so it's almost like using a CB radio. So you'll say something, pause for a minute, and then listen for the response, and you can go back and forth like that as long as you like. We fear most that which happens in darkness. And here, the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro really works in our favor because the night vision with the intelligent motion detection and the intelligent motion tracking still works even when it's pitch black. This is night vision. As you can see with the 1080 high definition, it's pretty clear. But let's check it out when I'm not right in front of the camera. Now, there was a little bit of lag, and that's what happens when you change over to the 1080. When I run it on 720, I don't see these kinds of problems with lag. But as you can see, the motion detection would definitely go off, even if it can't really distinguish my face from this distance. And what's really cool is that I can go and look very closely on any detail with the digital zoom and move the camera around ever so slightly. Overall, this is a really great function for the night vision camera. And look, here I am, this close, and it's all done directly from the app. I wanted to test out the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro night vision in a few different settings. So you can imagine if you're in the kitchen or a bedroom or a living room and you just want to watch your baby, for example. The iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro allows you to do that and maintains the same clarity that you would have even in the daytime. I wanted to show the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro in a variety of settings. So if you're in the bedroom and you hear that always ominous rumble in the kitchen, you can simply turn on the app and see that it's just me making a cup of coffee. A couple of extra features that I wanted to talk about with the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro are, one, the digital zoom. The digital zoom goes up to 8 times. It's really useful so you can have a visual of what's going on, tap on your screen, and really zoom in and see what's happening. Additionally, there is sound recognition. So if there is a smoke alarm or a carbon monoxide alarm going off in the house, it will alert you through the app. Speaking of the app, let's talk a little bit more about what it has available. Let's talk about the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro application. So I have it on my iPhone 10, and basically at the bottom it's kind of bare bones. You've got control, cameras, and devices. So you can attach it to your iSmartAlarm, your iSmartAlarm spot, and you can arm and disarm it from the control pad. So here I go into cameras, I tap on the camera I want to look at, and after a moment or two of connecting and then authenticating the account, I have access. And what's really fun about the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro is that I can tilt the camera up and down, or I can pinch for a real zoom. And that's just kind of fun. I spent about 20 minutes just messing with this the other day. And I can also capture the video as I'm recording it and hit talk. And so once I hit talk, get a little bit of an echo in here. I can also hit listen. And then I can hear what he says to me right directly in my phone. As you can hear, there's about a 2-second lag whenever you're doing two-way audio, but it's just kind of fun and something that I think all cameras should have. Finally, you can go in and look at it in different modes. So you got landscape, portrait, and this goes across all of the devices in the iSmartAlarm family. So now let's talk about the price. The iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro goes for about $150, which honestly is what I'd expect to pay for a device with these features. In fact, why don't we go ahead and compare it to another device in the same market range, the Arlo Q. Let's talk about this bad boy in comparison with the Arlo Q. Both have 1080 high definition video. They both have sound recognition, motion tracking, and two-way audio. However, I have to give the nod to the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro with its 350-degree pan, its 40-degree tilt, and its initial 140-degree viewing angle. Now, the Arlo Q is great, and it has a 130-degree viewing angle, which is most in the standard indoor camera, which is only 120. But there is something to be said about the 140-degree with the pan when it comes to keeping you secure in your home. I told you at the beginning of this review that I would tell you what I found to be surprising about the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro, and that's that what would generally be considered premium features come free. So the ability to customize the activity zone or use the cloud storage all come right out of the box. No annual payment, no monthly fee. I can just set up my activity zone, review videos that I have in cloud storage, all for free. And that's a really great feature. In conclusion, the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro has a lot of great features, with the intelligent motion detection with the motion tracking that will follow you with the 350-degree pan, the two-way audio, night vision, free cloud storage. I'm really loving this device. However, there are a few key features missing that kind of put me off. While it has Alexa integration, the skills offerings are pretty meager. I can essentially just tell Alexa to arm or disarm the system. In addition, there's no artificial intelligence component, so it can't really distinguish between a pet or an intruder or even me, because there's no facial recognition technology, something I've come to expect from all of my indoor security devices. Overall, I really had fun having the machine follow me around the room, but there are a few key features missing. If you'd like to read our full review of the iSmartAlarm iCamera Keep Pro, Google Security Baron plus iCamera Keep Pro. As always, this is Gabe. Be secure.